do not know what is going to happen tomorrow. Okay? That what you traded with today is not guaranteed that it is going to be the same tomorrow. And that simply means if you are losing money now, it means you're going to lose it tomorrow again. Because the same guys who are with their inconsistencies, they're going to mess up your money. They're going to mess up your business. They're going to destroy everything. And they're going to stay away like they've done nothing. Maybe it's just you. And I remember telling you this is why a reasonable person will take their money to Nigeria. Nigeria is an import-dependent country, no doubt. Every successive criminal government in the past have mouthed the effort to make sure that Nigeria doesn't import again. We must reduce import. We must, But they are the biggest importer, the criminal governments. They are those importing the German automobiles, Japanese cars, Korean electronics, technologies. They are the ones who want to get all these things and they need your forex to pay for them. And they mess up your entire country for it. The situation has gotten so bad that Nigeria has become so poor. Nigerians, they have become so poor that their number is now a burden. Very soon, you'll be seeing people flying to Nigeria to go and do charity like they are going to Haiti, Somalia, or even Afghanistan to go and give money, or even Gaza. Yeah, very soon. A lot of you are going to wear your tie and suit to go and queue for your own meal where these guys are going. Because the point here is this. Nobody say Nigeria don't get food. Okay? There is food. But you don't have money to buy. A lot of you have no money to buy anything. Do you even understand what that means? I understand that some of you have money and somehow, you can still access all these things, but you complain they are too expensive. Oh my God, it's too expensive. I know, but you are still buying them, right? Like Osita, we say, man, they still sit every night. They still drink at different beer parlors, Mayegu. I don't understand these people. I say, well, in a criminal society, a lawless society like that, okay, people will do everything and anything just to get by. It's called survivors. So they make their money from anything and everything. You are seeing them drinking beer. Every beer parlor, people sit there, they drink. You are talking about a beer parlor where one person is buying drinks for about 15 people or 20 people because he's the big man. Okay? And you will see everybody happy, smiling, dancing. These are people that cannot afford anything. Honestly speaking, some of them are watching me right now. And I'm talking about people who are living from hand to mouth. Like if living from hand to mouth is something you have been trying to understand in a while, well, Nigerians are living from hand to mouth. And in fact, some will even hit that hand. That's why if you are feeding people or if you are helping Nigerians who love their oppressors, okay? Just make sure that your hand does not stay too long in their mouth. They will bite you. They will eat anything. They can't afford anything. Majority of Nigerians can't afford anything anymore. 200 million people, 250 million people. All this has become nonsense. It has become useless. Your 200 million mumu and the rest of it is only now probably just good for robbing you. Honestly, it's just for robbing you. They've made Nigerians so unproductive. They destroyed the education. They destroyed skill acquisition system. They have an army of uneducated, miseducated, poorly educated, unemployed, unemployable army of young people in Nigeria, deliberately. Now you have them there. They are like Alumajiri. Majority of Nigerians right now, they are Alumajiri. Some of them, they still get ego. That you are helping me doesn't mean you have to talk to me anyhow. Say, I thought they said that the beggars have no choice. Eh? Even I say your Shege never enter you very well. That is why you are still like thinking you can give conditions. I mean, that you're helping somebody. Let us, let us all know that you are helping people today. Doesn't mean that tomorrow, they will not. It's a lie. Everybody might do lushi last. Listen to me. If Nigeria don't happen to you, you don't enter the canal already. Now only what they say, prayer docent, only grace of God can now bring you out. And that you have every day, according to they said every day, tens of thousands of Nigerians are falling into poverty. By the end of 2030, more of you, if you are not careful with these guys, if you go carry your bow like your colleagues in the Sharia North, that Almajiri that you are seeing that when these guys are done with all of you, you don't get it, ni? So their plan and their policies is to keep you poor, wretched. So there is nothing like that I don't have today. Doesn't mean that I won't have. Papa, you know, go get tomorrow. You have it's just like this. You have 1 million people, for example, fall into extreme poverty, lost everything. Then you have 10 people, or let me say you have 100. But let me even be generous. You have 1,000 out of that 1 million who finally found a new job or moved to another country or finally found somebody to help them and they are back on their feet. But what happened to the remaining 999,000 who fell into poverty? They will remain there. Others will join them. Oh, you think they are the joke? You think they are I'm kind of playing with numbers here now. In 2015, they said that listen to this. So in 2015, according to them, they said over 60 million Nigerians were living in poverty. But between 2015 and 2023, Baba, ladies and gentlemen, brethren, 157 million Nigerians are now living in not just poverty, multi-dimensional poverty. Some of you don't even understand what that poverty means. You have no electricity, you are poor. You have no access to healthcare, you are poor. You have no access to standard education, you are poor. You have no access to good roads, infrastructure, you are poor. You have no security to keep you safe, you are poor. Papa, a lot of you think if you have small money and you buy that, you're imported tokumbo. Deeply used vehicles that you can use to brag in Nigeria, that suddenly takes you out of poverty. Or then you will go in and live in poverty. You are I better pass my neighbor. At least me, I get a generator. I don't have to worry about mosquitoes. I've got a window net, mosquito net. Oh, I don't have to worry about, downfall. I just got myself a new Golf. Very soon, next one now is going to be Benz. Now, next one is going to be this. And that is what a lot of you think. You've arrived. You are still living in that shit hole. You are wallowing in that poverty. And let me tell you something. No amount of money can buy you a class in poverty. When you have a system that keeps you there, and that's why I said the Nigerian elite, okay, they are the dirtiest elite in the world. Shameless of them. They love private jets. Any latest automobile in the world, the most expensive of them, you will see a copy of that in Nigeria. Somebody has the money to pay for it in Nigeria and bring it down to Nigeria so that they can show to others that they've arrived. So they are not angry with the ruling class, the politicians that are destroying the country, okay? Impoverishing everybody. To them, they would rather buy access to have access to them so that they can have access to more money and they can stay afloat in that shit hole. They will be driving their Lamborghinis. So tell me about any elite in the world that is like those of elites in Nigeria. You call them elite. Fucking dirty people. Very dirty. And that all they have is money. Class, zero. Look at the country and say, I'm a billionaire from Nigeria. Come on, get the hell out of here. Billionaire from a shit hole. Oh, you must be so proud of yourself, right? So that's exactly what they are creating. They are creating the den of beggars. People get job. Imagine you having a job that you can't buy a bag of rice. What does that even tell you? Oh, I am a so and so. If you don't steal, I'm a director of so and so in the ministry of so and so. Baba, if you buy a bag of rice from your official salary, what do you think is left? Can you still pay for that your school? For that your children's school fees? No, you can't if you don't steal. That's what they do in Nigeria. So if you see them drinking a different beer parlor, it's either a Yahoo boy who just made some money, scam someone somewhere, is now declared, or somebody somewhere who probably have also made his own money somewhere too, is declaring surplus. And then you see the already impoverished people, the conquered people, they are there. Chairman, everybody wey talk say may anything happen to you, now them go die. Baba, you be man, oh. Mama, Baba, you be person, oh, Odogu. Every weekend we know say if you come like this, our life done better on top Ennekins and trophy. You can't call that happy, and then people, we don't know where they are seeing the money. That's how people have been hanging on and be getting on. Others have been finding other means just to probably just stay afloat in a contraption that every day you are reminded. It's like this. The Nigeria that these guys are forcing on all of us, right? It's like something like this. And then this is us. So this is the Nigeria. Here. The Nigeria of APC. And then this is you, the one Nigerianist. So every time you wake up in the morning, so this one is going to be telling you, I am going to kill you. And then they stunned you, one Nigerianist. You're just going to, this Nigeria, don't go kill person. Then he will answer, no, I'm going to kill you. I will kill you. And if you don't stop these criminals who have now turned this place against you, turned it into the weapon that is now considered as a weapon fashioned against you, Nigeria will kill you. If you don't kill this Nigeria. Start from your mind. Now, I was going to show you the flashback to that Abuja incident, right? I'm still going to show you. But here are those who currently are like the police pensioners who are protesting in that same Abuja, that their pensions have not been paid. Pay us our pension, we are dying. All we are saying, thank God those ones are not singing solidarity for. I kind of hate that song. Stop singing it. Solidarity for what? We are with you. That's why we are doing solidarity. Come on, get out of here. The African Wahala. That's very kind of you. Thank you. The Nigerian so-called elites are trash. They are filthy. They are absolutely disgusting, no doubt. They steal pensioners' money to pay their their kids' school fees. They steal money to buy cars on messed up roads. They are just messed up people. All they want to do is just take advantage of the rigged system, okay? And then they want to go and buy citizenship for their own families abroad. their children. They want to pay for that private schools for their children abroad. They want to pay for that, surgery, cosmetic surgery for their wives, so that they will continue to look radiating like, Yahoo billionaires. Nigeria banks don't give loans to ordinary folks. Seriously, the Nigeria economy is built, or should you say, is resting on the shoulders of these micro and macro economists. I mean, the economy. I'm talking about people who create a small space of business here, create small jobs here, jobs that employment for 2, 3, 4, 5 people in their little establishment. These are those who run your economy. These are the victims of the failed government in your contraption. They are those who are going to pack up their businesses because they can no longer afford the new electricity tariff. They can no longer afford the new the new pump price for petrol. They can no longer afford the cost of running their businesses anymore because rogues continue to increase the tariffs that actually affects them directly. They continue to increase even their own custom, increasing the tariff of import. Who do you think is going to bear the cost? Start from those small businesses, then those of you who are the end users. So all these things are folding up every now and then. But the Nigerian banks are declaring profits. Do you know that one of them just declared over $400 million a profit? Where did that come from? It all came from the charges of stealing from your bank account. Yeah, all those charges, all those levies. That's where they are making their profit from. Not because of how many businesses they actually gave the loan to. If you come to the UK and you go onto the HSBC website, for example, or Royal Bank of Scotland, okay, they will tell you how much money they gave in loan, how much loan they gave to housing. Businesses who are into building houses and all of that, they will tell you how much they gave them in 2023 and how many homes they helped those businesses build in the UK in the last 1 year. They will tell you how much. And they will tell you how much they make their profit, where they make their profit from. They will tell you how much money they give to small businesses, to ordinary pastry shop, where they make cake and all of that. You will see all these banks, they will tell you how much they give to those sectors, loans. If you go to any of these bigger banks in the UK, they will tell you how much loan they gave to every sector and how much they lost on this, how much they gained from that, and what is their total turnover and the profits. In Nigeria, they don't do that. No, they don't. You can't even afford to take their loans. And that's why a lot of people resorted into taking loans from loan sharks like Lapo, who are making a kill from the miserable poor people, poor women in Nigeria, poor illiterate women. Although they might say they are helping them, but they are ripping them off because the system allows it. A bank that gives no real loan to any business in Nigeria is declaring $700 million, $900 million profits. And you still don't understand what money laundering is and how economically effed up Nigeria is. You still don't get it. Now you have, what do you call it? You have a minimum wage that can no longer pay. Can't even buy you food. A take-home pay that cannot take you home. Think about that. Right? Now, let's go back to that Abuja we were earlier. See those pensioners. There are going to be many more pensioners who are never going to get their money. A lot of you. And even if you do get the money, it's already trash. It will buy you nothing. It will buy you nothing. Okay? There are people who are like older people who have a serious and different kind of medical conditions, like health challenges, that Nigeria has no provision for them. There's no provision for those elderly people to access health care for free. Now, their pension is not accessible, and they have no access to health care. So Nigeria want them dead as soon as possible so that they can stop asking for their money. So messed up, isn't it? Now, for the insecurity in Abuja, you remember this guy? This one is protester for hire. You can pay the cash. Now he's asking that Badaru, the Minister of Defense in Abuja, should go. He has failed them.
I think 24 hours ago, right? Yeah. 24 hours ago, 2 of my uncles were killed, my extended family members. My elder brother's wife, as I speak to you now, is in the hands of the kidnappers. They picked 69 persons. That's between Buhari, the boundary that crossed into, is just a stream that differentiates between Buhari and Kaduna. They have picked 69 persons as I speak to you. Secondly, even within us as we're seated here, when last did you hear anything new from the Ministry of Defense? I have interacted privately. I'm an associate journalist. It's part of my professional course. I do investigative journalism. I've associated with some of the men in the field, most of the military men in the field. They are not well taken care of. They are well fed. There is nothing new that have happened in the Ministry of Defense. There is no any signs of encouragement to even the field people. To add to that, I've had investigation with some of the people who have been asked to supply 1 or 2 in the Ministry of Defense for efficiency and more service delivery. I've been told of how some of these issues have been thwarted. And to me, it's sabotage. I think 24 hours ago, right? Yeah.
I didn't want to put that video up like nuisance Lele. It's not worth it. Okay? So he's asking, genuinely, like, we don't have Minister of Defense. People are being killed, kidnapped, and they are trying to make it look like it's all right. So if you speak out, they will say, Shena, now they start kidnapping people. Where were you when they were kidnapping people under Bukwari? Leave Tinubu alone, let him walk. What exactly is Tinubu's work? What exactly is he doing? Like something should be, oh dear, okay. That would be rhetorical questions for others to answer in this instance, okay? So I saw Kaduna Littlefinger, right, just a day or so ago, and he was talking about the quota system of northern Nigeria that has made the rest of Nigeria believe that the North deserves to catch up, but they never catch up. I don't know why. I don't know if this is relevant to what we are saying tonight, but I just should share that with you since we are talking about Abuja, Kaduna. For some reason, would you listen?
Federal character created the cut-off scores for JAMB and so on. I am from the northern states. For the past 30 years, we've been called educationally disadvantaged. Okay? We are giving lower cut-off scores to catch up. Have we caught up? It has only made people lazy. So, I'm sorry, madam. I'm sorry. I don't think we should hide behind fairness and say that everyone must be equal. The best we can do is to give people equal opportunity. Today, we live in a country in which, for federal government colleges, entrance exam, or JAMB, one state has a cutoff of X, and another state has a cutoff of 10 times X. And you say you are building a nation. You are not. You are creating bitterness from the grassroots. State federal character.
And it's already catching up. That's why I wanted to share that with you. So the quota system beneficiaries are now using Takia to make it look like it's not good. You need to give everybody equal opportunities and all of that. That's a murderer. That guy is a terrorist, just so you know. And some people from Kaduna, Garbala, if you're watching, see there. They said that, the moment this terrorist is no longer their governor in Kaduna, there's actually been less terrorist attack on the people of southern Kaduna. It is not totally out, like compared to when El Rufaya was there.